Hi, guys. Thank you for showing up tonight on In the Spotlight with Redo and Rico.
Uh-oh, wait.
We're waiting to see if Rocko shows up. He may have had a family emergency or something, or maybe time changes mess things up too.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go and maybe we'll just talk about Rocko for a while.
You know, that's a good idea. We can at least do that to start it. We can talk about what we know about him a little bit, you know.
I think my bandana's crooked.
And it's hard to straighten it.
I know, because I'm doing it the wrong direction. Oh, well, I'll just be crooked for the show.
So I know Rocko lives in Texas, and he's originally from Illinois. I know that. I know he lives with his girl. He doesn't call her his wife, so I think it's just his girlfriend, who's a teacher. I know he's got some kids, and actually, he's got grandkids, which is, you know, he's just like our friend Zen Ginger. She's got grandkids, and she's like 20 years younger than me. So
I know she's like 31.
I'm a little jealous.
Super young.
I'm a little jealous. Whoa, do we want to say hi to people?
Yes. Want to say hi to people.
I'll let you want to do it, or you want me to?
Sure. Well, and now I don't have the normal StreamYards, so if I miss somebody, holler out. But I've got Jimmy P is in the house. You know, earlier today, though, Anthony was up here. When I was setting it up, he was typing in there, and I said, hi, Ant. And he never saw it. And for some reason, his text isn't there. But
it usually does that. Takes it away. Like, I think it's like an hour before the stream or something. It wipes it out, something like that.
Well, we love you, Ant, and we're hoping you're having fun wherever you are. That's Anthony's fishy friends from California. Okay. We got Ed picking up cichlids. Now, Ed was on Susan, the Fish Mom show.
Not on Susan, but on her show. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
And that was when I hit the reminder thing. But what does that actually do when you hit remind me when this show comes on? Because I wish it would like send a thing to my telephone going blip, blip.
Well, it does normally for me. It doesn't. Well, I've always got my notifications turned down, but it usually sends me when I hit that reminder specifically. That one usually works pretty good. It usually sends me a notification on my phone, and I get an email. You know, I get the whole thing. That's the only way the YouTube notifications really seem to work well, is with that reminder.
Well, I get notifications all the time, so maybe I thought it was a different type of notification, but it's probably just the same old notification.
It probably is, but it seems to force it. Like, it seems to work better because, you know, if you hit the bell and choose all, you know, people complain all the time. They just don't get any, you know, so there's a lot of times it's hit or miss, you know.
For sure. Well, I've got to watch that so I can check out, see Ed and about how he likes to pick up cichlids the best way.
And I did watch it, and Ed mentioned winning a bunch of stuff from raffles. And I was like, man, what is it with these Eds? Because, you know, they're just, you win stuff all the time in these raffles, and he's the same way.
We don't compete against each other.
The Eds stick together?
Yeah. No, we stick apart. We're like magnets. We make sure we aren't at the same thing, so that way we can win it.
Gotcha.
Maria Z is in the house.
Oh, you missed. You missed Mystery Snail Guardians.
Oh, well.
She was right after Ed's picking up cichlids.
Oh, yes, Mystery Snail Gardens. Thank you for being here. She's a super sweet person with snails. And Maria Z. I got excited when I saw Maria Z because I had my manicotti last night. Mom made homemade manicotti.
And is Maria Italian or what?
Yeah, she makes like the best Italian food in the world. Even though I've never had it, I'm just saying.
I did not know that. Well, that's even better because I always sing the, Maria, Maria from West Side Story every time I see her.
Yeah, that's perfect for her. They may have made that from her. I don't know. But my mom made 4 like casserole dishes of manicotti.
Oh.
and she froze 3 of them, and she's going to give them to other old ladies in the church tomorrow, I guess.
No, she should send them to me instead.
I
Those
concur.
old ladies don't eat manicotti.
Well, you see, that's the thing, is the people here in Tennessee haven't had really good Italian. Now,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 0% Italian, but I really, if you would, all the Italian I've eaten in the years, I mean, a big part of me, probably 80 pounds of me, is because of Italian. So.
and real quick, I know Rocko is Italian as well, so there we go.
Oh,
there's another thing about him. You're down to degenerate.
The degenerate. Good to see you, degenerate. We got to get degenerate up probably on a Thursday night show when I get my tank completely done. The cave tank.
Yeah, that's a great idea. You guys can compare your caves.
Yeah, it'd be very cool. And maybe we'll have you up too if you want. It's Sandy Doherty, my favorite Canadian, is in the house.
Wow, that's pretty rude to all the rest of the Canadians. Sandy is awesome, but there's some,
I dated one I almost married one. I'm glad I didn't. So, but I'm sure Sandy would have been a delight. Okay. Carol Cox is in the house. I don't know if she's Canadian. If you are, I'm sorry.
She is not.
Oh, wait, no, she's from West Virginia. I knew that. She says that a lot. Which I watched West Virginia today in football, and they won. And I root for West Virginia.
Why?
Well, because I like the colors, purple and gold.
Gotcha.
And they used to have a guy that was a quarterback named Sargent. And I thought that was a really cool last name.
He made it to the NFL, but I don't think he went anywhere, right? I remember
Probably
him.
Not.
I remember him.
Oh, Delilah's in the house. That's awesome. So this might be her night off. That's super cool.
She just made it home from work, she says. And Delilah will be our guest, too, on an upcoming stream. And I think I told you that, Delilah. I did get your email. I haven't responded to any of those emails, but I did get your email, and we'll work it out.
She was my top picture on Instagram today. Last time I clicked Instagram, she was sharing pizza with her cat. But you know what? Go sub to her Instagram and check out her cat and her sharing pizza.
Very cool.
I would show it to you, but that would defeat the purpose of signing up to be her friend. Gosh. John McKenzie's in the house, and that's my favorite way to spell John, Jon. My best friend, John Isaacson, had that name, and that's how I learned how to spell John. And then when I met people that were named John the right way, they would tell me I was doing it the wrong way.
I like it because it's efficient. You get rid of that H.
Exactly.
You get rid of that H. It's a useless H, so get rid of it.
Yeah, I totally agree. Jen is in the house. Jen, thank you. We've got Skull also. And let's see. Oh, Whip World. Mike, it just went.
Yeah, it just jumped on me too.
Okay. I see Stephen P. Mike. Anthony.
Wow, it jumped.
Layer, my buddy from down south, just a little south of me. And Scotty. Oh my gosh, we got so many people.
It jumped massively.
It really did. It just went. That's crazy. Well, if I missed you, like the beautiful Zen Ginger, I missed you, and I'm sorry. But we're waiting to see if Rocko shows up. He may have slept in. He may have had an emergency. We don't know.
I hope he didn't sleep in until 8 p.m. at night. Well, 7 p.m. for him, I think.
He does the morning show with Jess, which is amazing. I really like it. It's like Good Morning America for fish people.
Yeah. I like it a lot, too. I'm a big fan of it. Select Pet says, does Ed's name say redo? And I didn't realize that, but yes, it does. But it's supposed to be Red-O because I'm Rico and he's Rocko. So it was going to be Red-O, Rico, and Rocko.
Yeah. I thought that'd be silly because I knew that it was going to kill me all night saying Rocko and Rico. And Dragon, I said your name, but I didn't say Dragon Layer, and I apologize. But I'm happy you're here, along with Carrie, the Science Gal. I'm looking forward to hanging out with Carrie here coming up shortly at Aquashella. You guys, Carrie is one of the coolest chicks in the world to hang out with. and her beau is just as cool. Jess or Jesse, he is. He's awesome. I was like asking him cool questions about trees and weird things he's seen in the woods. Because like when he's 10, and we got kicked out of the sports bar we were in because they closed down. So we all moved into the other side of the lobby of the hotel, and he ended up being too far away for me to keep telling me cool stories.
Oh,
yeah.
I want to know what he found in the woods.
I know. I thought that'd be awesome. Griffin is here. Good to see you, Griffin. And Select Pet and Tennessee Aqua will be in Aquashella also. Looking forward to that. He's going to come with me, though, so I guess I'm looking forward to that drive down. I hope you don't hate my choice of music.
Yeah, you guys. There's Kenny came in too. I think you missed a little bit of him there.
Wow.
Because it jumped big time. We were so far behind on it.
Yeah.
Did you see you got a super chat from?
No.
Actually, you got a super. What's the other one? The message one. I always do the
sticker.
Super sticker. You got a super sticker from Sean. $3, and he gave you the fist bump.
Well, thank you, Sean. I really appreciate that.
Jimmy P says he's got 18 grandkids. That's how far back I'm looking right now. We were talking about the grandkids. My brother says he's got 26. But the math doesn't add up. I was like, what do you mean 26? And I was trying to, and that was like 10 years ago because I haven't spoken to him in a long time. So, but the math didn't add up for him. He's got three kids, and yeah, they don't. I don't know where he got all the rest of them.
Well, wait, did he ever do like the sperm? Oh my gosh! Look at who just showed up. Kablam!
Speaking of sperm.
Hey, I apologize because time difference. I thought it was another hour yet. Not to mention, I just got home from Austin. So.
Oh wow. Well, you should have said hi to my nephew. He lives in Austin. Well, actually, he lives outside of Austin somewhere, so you probably wouldn't have seen him.
Austin was fun. It was nice. We got to go visit my girlfriend's aunt, and she is like super famous for the best banana nut bread ever.
Oh.
So yeah. Said, I have some banana nut bread for you. I was like, what? Really?
Yeah. I love you. Banana is the best dessert flavor.
Well, it's really good.
It's the best. I'm not gonna take any argument here.
Well, the big deal here in Chattanooga, maybe it's all the South, is banana pudding with vanilla cookies.
Yes. Yeah,
that's the big thing down here. When I moved down here, they were like, "Oh, you got to have this," and it is good. Nice.
It's Grandma's hidden recipe. We're not allowed to have it.
You know,
secret recipe. Nobody can have it.
Something called Texas sheet cake. I imagine it comes from Texas.
Very good.
I don't like the chocolate version. I like the vanilla almond version.
Is it made from real sheet?
Yes,
yeah,
real sheet.
So years ago, I worked at a place, and we had a Russian lady who worked with us. She had a very, very strong accent still. She had lived here for years, but she still had a very strong accent. And one day we were in a meeting. We were talking about getting some food in for the meeting or whatever it was we were doing. And we were talking about pizza. And she turns to me and she goes, "You like the shit pizza?" And I was like, "I'm sorry? Shit pizza. You like shit pizza?" And I'm like, I didn't get what she was saying. Shit pizza. And then the guy next to me was laughing really hard. He was my neighbor in my office too. He was the next office. We talked all the time. He was laughing really hard. And I'm like, looked at him, like, what? And he goes, sheet pizza. And I was like, oh, I thought you were saying sheet pizza. You like the shit pizza.
You like the pizza.
Sheet the pizza.
Way cool, man. Well, I got to apologize, guys. I didn't know I was late. I thought I was early yet. So I do apologize.
No problem.
I mean, I feel bad because, you guys took your time to invite me, and then I feel like a real jerk, to be honest with you.
It's no. We were totally interviewing you without you here, though.
Right on. You guys are that good.
Telling the stuff we knew about you.
Okay, so you were saying to us that you originally come from Illinois.
Yes, sir.
What part of Illinois?
Small town. It's actually divided. It was one kind of big town, but it was divided by a river. So he had on the north side it was Sterling, the south side it was Rock Falls, and I was from Rock Falls, home of the Rockets, baby.
Well, I lived in Columbia, Illinois, for about a little over a decade, and
Columbia. That's kind of south, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you know where East St. Louis is?
Yeah.
Okay, it goes East St. Louis, Cahokia, Dupo, Columbia.
Okay.
So it's like, choop, choop, choop. I could like sit on my roof of my house and see the arch on the fourth.
Oh, wow.
So
way cool.
Yep. But I wasn't worried about being shot either. So that was even better.
Yeah, right. It's not like Chirac.
Yeah.
Well, but we've talked about it. Well, St. Louis is the murder capital.
Well, yeah.
It's getting there.
No, it is. By far.
Oh, it is now.
Chicago's not even in the top 10.
Oh, wow. East St. Louis used to be so bad. And they were one of the few cities I've ever seen get a casino and help the community. Because they only had 3 cops in their whole city. And they had bullet holes in their car.
Jesus.
And, yeah, the kids would go to school there, and they would take 3 or 4 classes of PE all day because they didn't have enough money to pay for teachers. It was really bad. They had there were houses with sewer in the basements of them and stuff. And that casino came in, and they did so much good in that town. I mean, it's still a scary town, but now they have a police.
Yeah.
And they have I hope a decent school. I know it's a lot better than it was. They used to just be known for their football.
And that stuff takes a long time to start, changing. Everybody's talking about pudding and stuff in the chat still.
Man, yeah. Well, Dragon Lair said that pudding that I said did he say the staple of the Southern?
I think so.
Or something.
I mean,
I would think so.
It's everywhere, though. I mean, we have it here quite often, too. I mean, you can't get much farther north than where I'm at now.
Well, so how did you end up down in Texas?
Uncle Sam.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Sam dropped me off. Actually, I got dropped off in Georgia, and I sold cars there for probably 4 years, I think. I sold cars there, and I got a really great opportunity and an offer from a key group. They call it the Key Group, and it's basically the auto mile, and it's just like a mile-long road, and it's nothing but dealerships, all under one ownership. So I was like, heck yeah, let me go work there. And I did good there. I did really good. And then things just got bad. I mean, I lost my mom, and that was it. It was like my motivation to sell cars and stuff like that was just gone after that. It took a lot out of me. So I started selling boats and RVs, and did really, really well with that. Y'all know what's Joey from Friends? How you doing?
Yeah.
I sold him a tour bus.
Oh wow!
For his dad.
What's his real name? Matt something, right?
Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Yeah. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, and the dealership was really cool. We could go out and test drive boats out in the lake, and it was really cool. We had a great time. And then things kind of got sour with me and my ex, and I remember being in San Antonio in 2005 when I went to one of the schools for the Army, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go back there. And I had a buddy that I was stationed with in Korea that lived here, so I'm like, let's rock and roll. And I've been here ever since. Been here about 10, 11 years now.
Awesome.
I love it. Love Texas. I should have been from Texas to begin with.
Yeah.
Except for the pizza in Chicago. I love the pizza in Chicago.
I know. I miss my pizza too. I miss it so hard.
It's good.
It is. I was lucky enough to go to Aquashella, not too long, like a month ago, and I got to have some Chicago pizza, and oh man, I was so happy. I like thick pizza with lots of toppings. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you lock up?
We have a No, we have a place here in San Antonio that that sells Chicago pizza. It's okay, but
Okay.
it's not Chicago pizza. It's not Chicago pizza, and that's the thing. But people don't realize the biggest secret between New York pizza and real pizza or Chicago pizza. You can take the same ingredients from the same containers, everything, and make them there and make them in Chicago, and they're going to taste different. It's the water they put in the dough. That's the only difference. And you can add the same stuff in both places, but the water that comes from those areas, for some reason, makes the dough taste different.
Well, plus New York style is just basically a greasy cracker, and I live in New York, so I can say that, people. I know I'm not a big fan of the
greasy cracker you can fold.
You know, I don't know, just not a. Yeah, I forgot. There was something about that I was gonna say.
The
it'll come
Chicago
to me.
pizza is the best.
Let's keep going. It'll come to me.
We have
I
a
forgot
Chicago
How's it going,
pizza
everybody?
here.
Oh
my gosh! I think I've got lag issues. I apologize if I'm
a little bit happening to me too. I think it might be even StreamYard or something because I'm seeing a little bit too. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Uno.
We've got a Chicago pizza here, and it's no good. I'll let you talk about Uno's.
That's what I was going to say is Uno Chicago style. They have one here, and I was like, cool, I'm going to have Chicago style pizza. It's been forever. And we go, and they bring it out, and it's in a deep dish. I'm like, oh, this looks pretty good. And I take a slice, and there's like a grill underneath the pizza about that big. It's a thin crust with like a handle on it. That's all it is. It's not. I was like,
not Chicago pie.
I talked to the manager. I was like, man, this is sort of false advertising here. That you said this is a deep dish pizza, but the crust is like, it's like a regular New York style, but it just has a handle on the end. That was
see, that's where you misunderstood. It's a pizza in a deep pan.
It wasn't deep dish pizza. It was deep pan
in a deep dish.
And back to what you were saying about selling cars and stuff. Maybe that's a good reason why you and Kenny are such good friends, because that's what he does for a living as well. Plus your other
and we're both vets, and we're vets too.
That's what I was going to say too. You guys have a lot in common.
Both from Illinois originally.
That's right. He's from Rockford, I think it was.
Someplace, yeah, I think that's right. Yep, someplace up there.
I used to roadie for a few bands back home, and we used to go to Rockford every weekend, man.
I believe he's a Cubs fan as well.
Yeah,
I know he's a Vikings, but I believe he's a Blackhawks and a Cubs fan. I could be wrong.
I'm definitely a Blackhawks fan too.
There's a whole bunch of people in the chat. We missed a lot of hellos. So hey, everybody, appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with us.
Yeah, just keep coming, and we can't say hi to everybody, but we would like to, because you're all awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, when did you get into fish?
Well, I've been into fish with my dad for years. I want to say I was probably. Well, I remember the very first aquarium we had in the house. It was one of the old with the silver corner pieces and the wood grain lid and all that. I bet you I was probably, I would say 5, 6 years old.
Nice.
When we had our first aquarium. And then, of course, we had more after a while too. And then I started getting into it big time. And I basically had, in my bedroom, I didn't have a bed anymore. I just had a couch and a bunch of aquariums. And, that just kind of took off. And then, I got into my early 20s and I moved out, and, I kind of took a break from that, got in the Army, had a bunch after that. And now that I'm back in Texas, where I should have been a long time ago, I'm diehard into my hobby big time now. So.
Awesome.
And how long have you been in Texas? You said 10 or 11 years. Did you have
10, 11
right
years,
away?
Yeah.
When did you get your first tank set up?
Oh, no. I got here in 2009, and it took me a while because I was living with a buddy of mine, trying to put money back.
Yeah.
And I got my first apartment in 2011, and I had like 5 or 6 aquariums then. And it was like just goldfish, angelfish, that kind of stuff, you know, plecos and stuff like that. But it wasn't nothing awesome like I got now. But
Well, that's
it's
cool.
fun. I like it.
Well, how did you discover the fish tube? Because I always think that's kind of interesting too, how people find this group.
Right. Well, I came on because my little boy, and it's funny how he got me involved in it. He was showing me all these little video things that he used to play on this. What's it called? Roblox, I think it's called. And I was like, wow, this is pretty interesting. I said, well, what all stuff is on here? He says, you can find anything on here. And I was like, really? So the first thing let's go check out some fish stuff. And that's when I saw the Hawaiian fish keeper, Mel. I saw, what's his name? Oh, God. He's the Veteran Aquatics. I saw him, saw Kenny. And then after I started watching Kenny and all them, then I started finding Fish Room Fever and Ed. Then I found, KG Tropicals. And after that, it was just like, okay, this is just too much. I can't not be part of this. It's just a great community. I have to be part of it. So, yeah.
Well,
I really dig the fish, fam. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I thank you.
Real quick,
really hard.
You got a $3 super chat from Fantastic Freaks. He gave you a hippo.
Oh,
I can't tell what I think he's dancing. I can't tell what he's doing. It looks almost inappropriate.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot, Austin. And even though he's from Iowa, he has the name Austin.
Right on. Iowa's cool, man. I liked Iowa because like I said, I was like the Mississippi River right there. I was only maybe 30 minutes away from the Mississippi River, and we used to go to the duck hunting all the time. Lock and Dam 13 to go do ice fishing and stuff. It was a blast back then, man. Now it's gotten so overly fished, it's not even worth fishing there anymore. From what I hear. Well,
there's been so many floods, people are afraid to fish in it too, because of all the septic and stuff. Because my one buddy that he used to go out there every weekend and do catfish, and he just won't do it anymore because of all the grossness.
Yep. Well, we got a lot of people back home, especially in the two towns that right there across from each other. Man, they're dropping like flies from cancer. And I'm like, man, you guys. I told my mom and dad, get out of there. Sure enough, that's what they ended up getting, because they had like our house was here, and then maybe half a mile was the Rock River. It flowed going this way. And right up the river, we had Northwestern Steel and Wire, National Manufacturing, RB&W, Lawrence Brothers. And Lawrence Brothers used to get fined matter of fact, they got fined so many times they ended up shutting them down. But they were just dumping right into the river, And it's all on the water table, So, people, and then not only that, since we're, I lived like a mile outside of the city limits, but all that behind us was nothing but farmland. So we had, farmers out there putting their fertilizer on the fields and stuff like that. So who knows what's in that water table out over there anymore. It's sad because it used to be a great area to live, but now I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I grew up my whole life within probably half a mile from the Mississippi or the Missouri River.
Yep.
It's just since I moved here to Tennessee. But you know what? I'm actually a half a mile from the Tennessee River.
Yeah.
And they call it like Chickamauga, but it's because it's been dammed.
Yeah.
But, right. It's got a channel going through it.
Yep. Yeah.
It's from the Deliverance movie. That's the dam from the
Deliverance probably happened in my backyard.
You got a real pretty mouth.
You got a pretty mouth.
Squeal. Squeal, piggy.
Squeal like a pig. Squeal like a pig.
That was very disturbing. I saw that as a young man, and that was not good. Poor Warren Beatty.
Right.
It was not a good scene.
Right.
Very disturbing. The book is even worse.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine.
See, that makes me so glad that I don't read that often.
Yeah.
I read my comic books every once in a while, but
Oh, that's awesome. Go ahead.
Spawn.
Okay. We love talking comic books, so.
Yeah. I wish I still had my collection, but my ex got all that stuff, so.
Oh. Makes me happy I never got married.
Well, you know what though, this time, I'm not married, but man, I tell you what, I'll be honest, guys, I've got the most wonderful, wonderful woman. She puts up with me. Need I say more? She's great though. She is, and she can cook really good. So
Nice.
Okay, I got a question, not about your wife. I'm your lady, but
my best to have.
your art is awesome. Like your logo and stuff. Do you make that? Are you like into the art stuff? Like
well, I draw a little bit, and I do a little bit of graphic stuff, and I do it if it's really easy, I can handle it. But I used to actually tattoo actually.
See, I was gonna ask because it looked like tattoo skills.
Yeah, that's something
sense.
I drew up. I drew that up in like 10 minutes.
Nice. Very cool.
It's just something, but as far as like the logos and stuff like that, I'll be 110% honest. I paid for them.
Oh, okay. Well, they're very professional. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I came up with the ideas. I came up with the ideas and said, this is what I want. Can you do that for me? Now, if I could draw it all day long. It's just, I can't put it on the computer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
well,
I can draw just about anything. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Real quick, Select
Pet, at least.
Select Pet said, I said I'd never get married again, but my girlfriend today called and asked if I could use another 10-gallon tank. So she might change my mind.
Oh, man, he's got a keeper.
And hi to all the people coming in. Appreciate you all being here.
Right on, right on. And my girl even today, we were at her aunt's house, chowing down on banana nut bread. And I'm flipping through my phone, and they're talking, and I'm like, yeah. Searching for the nearest pet store so I could go look at some fish on the way home. Well, I'm like, well, I want to go to this one, baby. Let's go to this one. She's like, yeah, great. Let's go. I'm really? Okay, good. Let's go.
Nice.
Closed at 5 o'clock. So she told me, she says, well, let's go tomorrow. All righty then. It's a date.
Now, is she interested in it? She wasn't before, but maybe with the classroom stuff, has she gotten more interested?
Well, she got really interested in it when I had a bunch of tanks and I had them sitting on this little old dresser. I set them on this little stand, and this one's over here in the corner, and she's like, well, we got to get you a shelving unit or something. I'm like, okay. So that's when she got me that real big rack system. I'm like, bet, So I put all my tanks up in there, got it all looking pretty. And next thing you know, she's like, what's this? What's that? Hey, what's this?
Nice.
Hooked.
Nice. Yeah, that's great. I'm jealous.
Is that the rack system from Home Depot?
Yes. It was their big red husky one.
Yeah.
Husky,
see, I have the black ones. And I was looking at
I wanted the black one.
Oh, well, but I was looking at, because, I debated back then. I was like, oh, the reds are kind of cool, but I better go black because I thought it would just blend more. But that's awesome. So how many layers do you have high? Do you have all
3 high right now? 3 high right now, yeah.
What's cool is if you buy 3 boxes and you go 3 high on all of them, you actually end up with 4 shelves.
Right, 4 shelves, yep.
I didn't even...
I'm working on it, man. I'm working on
it. But it just happened. I'm like, this is awesome.
Hey, there, you just got a super chat from Stephen P. He says 3 of my favorite streaming peoples.
Wow, thank you so much,
brother.
Steven. That's awesome, man.
Way cool, man.
He had a stream today that was a lot of fun. He's doing it. I'm not sure, Stephen, are you going to be doing it every Saturday now? We did last Saturday too, was his first one, but he's killing it. He's doing a great job.
What did I miss? I got to go check the replay then.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Absolutely.
He makes it fun. There's a lot of games and stuff and just all kinds of things going on.
Steven's a great guy, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I dig Steven. I think he's going to be one of the next big up and comers, I think.
He is gonna fly up there. I just see it. He's growing incredibly fast, and it's definitely well deserved. Well deserved.
He was one of our spotlight guys.
He'd be kissing butt.
I think you deserve more subs, man.
I'm with you.
You should be a lot more than what you're at. Yes.
Ah, well. I look at it like this, as long as I can reach out and touch people and talk to them, If they sub, they sub. If they don't, they don't. You know, it's all to me. Honest to God. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love to have 1,000 subs and be monetized and all that. But the real reason I'm here is because I like the hobby and I love the people that are hanging around. And it's you know, it's to me, it's all about the friendships that you make. You know, really.
And touching people's all well and good, but Rocko, no means no. Just want to say that.
Oh, okay.
No
Gotcha.
means no.
Gotcha.
Just
okay, my brain kind of jumps all over the place sometimes.
Good, MNC, good.
It was probably a blessing, though, that store closed at 5 because you would have totally not made it.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. And I would have felt like a real jerk.
Oh, no. We would have just...
We would only tell you were a jerk.
You here.
Just wait till I got to Aquashella, Dallas, and then kicked my butt.
No way.
We just would have talked bad about you.
I just...
That's all right.
Can I have a picture with you?
You don't get no pizza.
Oh, hey,
pizza
real fast, in case people don't know, which I believe everybody in here does know, but Rocko is on with Jess, who I did see Jess come in.
Awesome.
The Aquatic Morning Show, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Hi, Jess.
But they do a show together. It talks about all the streams and stuff, and they talk about events, and they have some guests, and it's a very informative show. So I'm sure everybody does know about it here, but in case you don't, go check it out. It's actually on Jess's channel, Maine's Tail Fur and Fins, but Rocko is her co-host. Right on. Coming up here soon, I will be filling in a little bit for Jess.
That's right.
So I'm not sure exactly when that is, but it's coming up. And
right.
It'll be Rocko and Rico in the morning for those 4 days.
Right on.
I got to fill in for Rico once, and that was all.
Oh, way cool.
Rocko.
Just
did it.
See?
I knew it was going to happen.
Did you notice his name?
I know what you meant.
Rocko, did you notice his name? It's Redo. So he was trying to get something that was close.
Redo, Rico, and Rocko. Gotcha.
Yeah, he knew he was going to do it.
Brother.
So yeah,
right on. Oh, you know, can I do a shameless, real quick shameless plug, real fast?
Yeah,
please.
Thursdays I still do Rockin' the Coast on Thursdays. Okay,
yes.
But you know, in November is a kind of a special month for me because on the 11th it's Veterans Day. Okay, so if I can, every veteran that's in the Fish Fam, send me an email. Let me know that you're a veteran, what branch you served, how long you served. Because on Veterans Day, me and Papa Shrimp are going to take good care of you guys. We're going to put you on a pedestal where y'all belong.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very cool. Very cool.
That's super cool.
So I just want to give them an opportunity to come up and get the love that they deserve. You know, because a lot of times, guys, I'll be honest, a lot of times vets don't get the love they deserve, man.
Are you going to
my way, give them back a little bit something.
Are you going to have people up, or are you just going to mention?
I want to get every veteran to come up. Okay. Every veteran to come up and say hi. You know, tell us, where you went in, where you served, that kind of thing. And I don't want to get too much into the nitty gritty of it. If you get what I'm saying. But just say this is where I served this long. I was in the Marine Corps, or yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But just give everybody and all the people in chat the opportunity to say, hey man, we love you. Thank you for doing what you did. So I think every veteran deserves it.
Yeah, we'll have to promote that too on the other.
Well, that would be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. And there are quite a few vets in the Fish Fam.
There is lots of vets.
Unfortunately,
give them the love they deserve. Fortunately, trust me. Fortunately, trust me. Fortunately.
Well, my dad was drafted during Vietnam, and so I mean, he's a huge vet in America, and then he worked for the government, Uncle Sam, for decades and decades afterwards too.
Right.
So, but
way cool.
Yeah, he didn't want me to have anything to do with his direction that he took.
I'm the same way. My
poor brother, all he wanted to do was be a soldier, and he couldn't do that, so he tried to be a police officer. And when he was doing that, then his completely failed. So the poor guy, he wasn't even able to do that.
Wow.
Just a bummer.
Poor guy. Well, you know, I look at it like this, man. You know, when the good Lord closes a door, he opens up a better one for you. So that's how I try to stay positive like that, you know, because I mean, honestly, God, if they wouldn't have said, you know, sorry, you got to go, you know, in 2012, I probably would do my best to do, because my goal was to do 30 years. I wanted to do 30 years in the military, but got cut short. I did 18. I had a heart attack, and they said, "All right, Sergeant Wires, time to go, buddy. Goodbye."
Bummer.
Yeah.
Well,
but like I said, you know, he closes that door.
Yeah. Well, when I had my photo studio, I always offered like photos for every veteran or service guy. I also did it for the police and firemen, you know, and I would always, whenever they'd want to come in and take a photo, I would do it, and I'd give them an 8x10. And then like, if they want it for the VA or whatever, or newspaper, I'd make them for that too. And
so cool.
The cops started having some fun with it though, because like we'd go out on the levee and took a photo out next to his truck with the, or not truck, but his car with the sun going down. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I got to have some fun with it too.
So that's why you're kind of into photography too, right?
Well, I was. I had a photo studio for about 10 years in Illinois.
Oh wow, way cool.
Yeah, I shot a lot of babies and a lot of weddings. I've shot over 250 weddings.
Wow.
I've shot a lot of weddings. But it was all before digital.
So you were in there.
Yeah. I was in the dark room about 60 hours a week.
Wow.
Plus I was running the studio. If I would have just waited 2 more years, because I kept getting this UAW job offer, you know, because my brother-in-law worked there. And finally it's like, man, paid vacation, paid insurance, you know, all these days off sounded pretty good. And so I gave it up because I was just working so much. I wanted a life.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Digital came out a year later. I would have saved so much money and so much. Well, and this trucking company offered to buy my studio. So I sold the studio, and that was good. And just weird. It's weird how things happen.
Right.
Good and bad.
Sure. Right.
Digital's so easy now, because it used to be you took 3 shots of a group and you prayed the bride and the groom had their eyes open for one of them. You know, but now, click. Good job.
Right.
And you can
Photoshop.
do 1,000 photos. Yeah, you can do 1,000 photos, and it doesn't cost you anything. Every time you took a photo with medium format was $1, you know, just for the processing and the film. And so, yeah, you got to figure it out. It was tough. But so, okay, so you got into fish, and you've always been into fish, but you've got into Texas rather. You said that you see Jerry, or have you been able to hang out with Jerry now in Texas? Papa Shrimp?
Jerry.
Papa Shrimp?
No.
No,
I haven't got a chance. I'm hoping to meet him when we go to Aquashella.
It's the problem with Texas is everybody from Texas, we all assume they all live close to each other.
Yeah.
And you guys are so big.
Kind of big. Kind of big. Yeah, because now Papa Shrimp's up in Dallas, if I'm not mistaken, the Dallas area, the DFW area.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's
where
like,
are you?
I'm just east of San Antonio.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So I'm like military city, man. It's everything's here.
My computer thought that I was asking how to get to Texas. I'm just going to turn it completely off. I can't believe it did that. It said turn left at into the road.
Hey, you got a $5 super chat from Ed's picking up cichlids. He says, change your name back. He will, just for tonight, just for fun.
I could have capitalized the E. I thought about doing lowercase r, capital Ed O.
Or red dash O. That would have been
right.
That would have. Stephen P wants to know if you're officially going to Aquashella.
As of right now, yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yes,
and
for sure.
Do they know that?
Who, Aquashella?
Pretty sure.
Okay,
pretty sure.
Are they warned?
I mean, yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm not sure if Dallas is ready for me to come up there and take over yet or not. You know. So.
That's awesome.
But yeah. So I mean, so far it's looking like I'm going. Trying to put some money back, so because I really want to take the kids. You know, I really want to take my kids. and my son is a huge fan of KG Tropicals, and he heard on one of the streams that they might be going, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta go."
Well, John's
So
definitely going to be there, right? He's going to be he's speaking again. I think he's got.
I would really hate
again.
to go and then not be able to have him be there, you know.
And I'm almost positive Lisa's going to be doing a talk too, kind of. So
I wasn't sure
the details.
I thought she said she wasn't sure if she was going yet because there was something that happened then, something with the sports or something. So maybe it's changed.
That could be though. I don't know, but maybe Carrie might know. But
yeah,
I know. And my little girl's a huge Lisa fan too. She's got little bubble the stickers bubbles.
Yeah,
she's got them on the side of her aquarium. So
you should give her one of the Trailer Park Boys ones too from Bubbles there and say it's Bubbles.
Exactly.
You've watched Trailer Park Boys, right?
I've watched every single one of them.
Just making sure. I thought you said you had. So yeah.
That's great,
guys.
This cat has free roam smell. Or wait, what is
right.
it? These are free roam cats. Oh,
you guys got my kitty stoned.
Oh, that was much better.
What Lumpy Dog wants to know what your favorite fish to keep. Followed up by what does he want to keep but hasn't yet. So what's your favorite now, Rocco, and what fish do you want to keep but you haven't?
My favorite fish right now.
It's hard, isn't it?
I love them all. I gotta say it's my flower horns. That's my favorite. Yeah, I mean I love my guppies like to no end, and I love my plecos like nobody's business. But my flower horns are like they get special attention. And the fish that I haven't kept. Oh, I'm sorry.
They have a flower horn competition at Aquashella.
Oh wow! I definitely got to check that out then.
Yeah,
they have some amazing ones. Amazing.
Oh, I bet. I mean, I don't go and groom them to get that big bulb on their head or nothing like that, but you know, I feed them pretty good, so I get them nice and fat. But
real quick before you answer that one, just Lisa, it looks like she is going. Sounds like she's going to be both Zen Ginger and Science Gal. Sounds like Lisa is going too. So, anyways, so you're one that you want to keep that you haven't yet or can't.
Both. I haven't kept it because I can't. I don't have the room, but I love silver arowanas, man. The arowana is just a beautiful, majestic fish to me.
Yeah.
It just
you definitely like the bigger fish.
Oh yeah.
Do you like?
I like all fish. I mean, I got like Congo tetras and Buenos Aires tetras and tiger barbs and cherry barbs. Not the cool cherry barbs like Stephen P's got, but I got some cherry barbs. And, my guppies, I love my guppies. And those ones that Maria Z sent me, oh, my God, they're beautiful. Oh, my God. They're Galaxy Tigers. Super beautiful. And I think Ed had said something about the Nebula Steels one time. Where I can't remember. I was on a stream with you. You showed them on the thing, and I was like, oh, I went out and got some the next day.
Been there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I had to. They're just gorgeous. And I just had fry 2 days ago from them. Nice. So I'm pretty stoked.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pretty stoked.
Yeah, I wish I could bring some with me to you, maybe to Aquashella.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Mine this summer out in the tubs, they're the one fish that I've been doing my tub videos that don't get much love, but they are crazy purple. They've got a ton of purple and golden.
Wow.
And I just can't believe how their suntan has been so amazing with that purple.
That's crazy.
They look like they should be renamed Mardi Gras fish.
Right?
Because they look like Mardi Gras. I mean, they're just awesome.
Wow.
I don't know if there is such a thing as a Mardi Gras, but
there is now.
They're crazy. And I got half mine from IFGA breeder up north, and then I got some extra DNA from Mississippi Hippie, and I mixed them together after a while. So,
yeah, she has a lot of cool fish, really cool ones. She has a lot of cool guppies, right?
And she really knows how to ship fish too. You guys, if you ever see her on Get Gills, man, she is a really professional shipper. She did a
Really?
great job.
Way cool.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, and I hate to make it sound like I'm a bad guy because I'm really not, but I'm really thinking about getting rid of like my big fish. I hate to say it, but I really want to just do guppies and plecos, man. I want to do guppies and plecos because once we move out of this house, because this is not like a permanent residence for us, you know, because our kids are getting bigger and we need a bigger home and I need a bigger fish room. So I really,
Yep.
especially with all this stuff going on with my shoulder and my leg, I'm not even for sure if I'm going to be able to work again, you know, like I was. I've always done manual labor, baled hay, detasseled corn, worked in the factories, you know, and then I went in the military, came back out, went right back to work in the factories, oil field. I've always done, you know, strenuous, heavy lifting jobs. And now I'm just like, I don't know. So if I can't, my plan is to go to school. And they have like that was the animal behavior college. And I want to do that, the aquarium maintenance certification thing. Do that and then start
awesome.
breeding and selling guppies and, you know, doing some maintenance things on the side to have some steady money coming in. But eventually that's what I want to do. Start shipping plecos and guppies too. That's my plan.
I'm getting rid of most of my guppies. I'm going to keep one of the strains, but I'm getting rid of all the rest of them.
Oh, wow.
I want to move into some other stuff. I'm going to take them to Keystone Clash. I'm taking 2. I only have 3 strains, and 2 of them I'm taking to the Clash to just give away to whoever wants them, you know.
Right on.
Whole bunch of people coming in. We, you know, again, we didn't say hi to everybody, but we appreciate all you guys coming in. And I wanted to, I started to call out names, and I didn't want to do that because then the people that we didn't call out, then we feel bad.
I don't want to leave nobody out.
Yeah, you're all awesome. I don't, you know.
I was about to say hi to Mark Melvin, but then I said Diego at the same time, so it almost came out Madego. And luckily it stopped. I stopped.
Delvin and Madego, how are you?
Yeah. It was like
Jimmy P says,
yeah, we love you all.
Jimmy P said, Ed, Rico hates guppies. That's not true. Actually, I might actually get a different strain for one of the tanks. I was thinking about some blue Moscows so I might get rid of 2 of my strains and then get some blue Moscows to go in one of the tanks, and the other tank I'm just going to do tetras in.
Right on.
I was treating my blue Moscows for planaria, and I wiped out half my blue Moscows.
Really? What were you using for planaria?
I put a general cure in there, and it kills planaria.
Yeah.
Right.
And it just all of a sudden all my fish started crashing in that tank.
It's funny because we just had a conversation about that in just a second. Hold on, let me show you something.
That's crazy.
We just had a conversation about.
Are you sure it was planaria?
Yeah. I feed my fish too much, and the white, you know how they're white and they're all over the place. They're gross.
Yeah, I'm guilty. I'm guilty.
And I feed way too much.
So I use this stuff because I did have planaria in with my pea puffers, and I also had them in one of the guppy tanks that had shrimp in it. And this stuff, let's see if we can get the name here. Is it going to focus?
Nope.
No, it's not going to do it, is it?
I always thought if you had planaria, you just stop feeding them for a few days and it would kill everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's what Lucas said. I was at his house, and he was like, I was like, man, what do you do when you get planaria? And he's like, I just stop feeding them because the guppies will eat them all. The problem is the guppies will eat all the fry first.
They did.
I gotcha.
I lose all my fry before the planaria disappears. So but now I'd rather figure out a different way to get rid of them.
Well, see, I tried that. In fact, the mob guppies right here, that tank had the planaria in it. It's got shrimp as well, cherry shrimp, and those swordtails from mob guppy. I cut way back on feeding, and then I stopped, and no, they did not touch it at all. So I used this stuff, and it worked great. It did kill the ram's horn snails that were in there, but it didn't touch the shrimp, and I haven't had planaria since. That was 6 months ago. The other one with
Oh,
the
way
pea
cool.
puffers, and Stephen asked if the pea puffers didn't eat them planaria. No, I cut way back on feeding them too, and no, they didn't touch them. But again, this stuff did just fine, and didn't. Now, of course, there's no shrimp in that one, but it didn't hurt the pea puffers either. This just from Amazon.
Okay, that's going to ask you where you got it.
It was like $20, but this will. It says best before November 23rd, 2023. You only need a little bit of it. This would last.
Yeah.
I mean, this would do a ton of tanks. So I've had it
Wow.
2 different times over the last year, and both
I'm gonna
times this
remember
took
that.
care of it, and it didn't come back. So
That's awesome.
just something. It works great for me.
That's cool. Well, I'll have to try that. Well, but the general cure doesn't kill my snails either. So the snails lived in that tank, but it actually, both Moscow lines that I had, it hurt. But all my others, I've got 27 strains of guppies, and it only hurt my red Moscows and my blue Moscows. Everybody else was, I don't know.
Something's just specific about those that that it didn't like.
Yeah,
That's strange.
Anyways, if you've got shrimp, that I mean, again, I was really happy with how this worked. And even the second time, it tells you to do it 3 days with the water changes and everything too. The second time, I only did it the first day, and it had a lot of planaria in that tank. There was a lot, and it took care of it just with one thing. That was about a month ago now, and it hasn't come back at all. You know, still a little early, but I didn't have to use even the 3 day, because it says to use a certain amount, and then the second day cut it in half, and then the third day cut it, into a quarter. I think a half of that. So you decrease the amount each day, but I didn't have to do it.
That's
so
awesome.
good stuff.
I got to put that on my list of medications.
I like it. Especially because I worry about the shrimp.
I
have shrimp in most of my tanks except for the planaria tank, except for the pea puffer tank. I have shrimp in all of them except for that tank.
Sweet.
You said Amazon, right?
Yeah, and it's just called
No planaria.
SOBAKEN. So here, I'll put it in the private chat right there. So, well, here I'll just throw it in the regular chat.
Yeah, throw it in regular.
I just throw it in the regular chat. So bacon.
Okay, good. I spelled it right. Okay, cool.
Rocko, I saw one of your shorts. I don't know if you've got a lot of shorts or just one, but it's a kid looking at a fish, and the fish is like ready to fight.
Yeah.
It's a cichlid. And I was like, oh, Rocco's got a short, because I love looking at all of the fish shorts, So
Right.
And I'm trying to figure out how to make one, but I don't know if I've done it yet. As soon as I do, I'm going to start making a bunch, but
I just record them
awesome.
like that one. I recorded that one. I think I used my GoPro. I just downloaded it from the GoPro and shot it up.
It's easy.
I edited it through whatever.
The YouTube app on Android just has a button there.
Yeah.
And you can do a short. It sets it all up for you. So it's really, Ed, we just need to chat one of these nights and get you hooked up and get you.
Right on.
MNC is taken off. Only Oscars asked, does anybody sell guppy gulls? Guppy gulls. Guppy gulls.
Guppy gulls.
I'm interested. What
I
is this?
don't have any
I've not
guppies.
heard of
but,
these. Are they really big?
It's a new fish. Yeah, it's a new one. It's a new thing out. Now I don't have any culls really.
I do in this tank, but I don't sell them. I just let them live in there.
I have a mutt guppy tank, so if it's a pretty cull, because it's like totally bizarre, like I've got a bunch of platinums, and all of a sudden a pink one comes out. I'm going to scoop the pink one out and throw it. I'm not going to throw it in with the Beischers because it doesn't have a bad spine.
Right.
So I'm going to throw it in my mutt guppy tank. And I wish, last time it happened, I wish I would have pulled it and put it in a separate little tank and tried to breed that, because I thought it would have been cool.
Right.
Platinum pinks would have been cool. But oh well.
Oh yeah.
But my next fish
It'll
room I'm
happen
building,
again.
yeah, it will. My next fish room, I'm going to build just a whole bunch of small tanks just for line breeding. So
right.
It'll be
Yeah,
easy.
I'd like to do
I know
that.
Jess sells guppies. I'm gonna get with her. She might have some culls. I don't know if she sells culls, but I know she has guppies.
Yeah, and Jess has awesome fish.
Yeah,
So,
I
she
bought
sells
from
them.
Jess.
She just said right here, I sell guppies.
Wait, let's see. I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to make her a mod so she can put her page in there. Sorry, I'm not on YouTube.
I bought crebensis from Jess, and I've been very happy with them. I did
those are
lose
great
one,
fish, too.
you know, right after, not too long after shipping. They were shipped good and all that. You know, it happens sometimes. I did lose one of them, but they all came in alive, and they've been great since. And beautiful fish.
Yeah, they're pretty stout fish.
Yeah, they're nice. I like them. They go good with those Denison barbs.
Right. I have a pair I have in with my angelfish, and they get along great in there.
Sometimes, man, they throw some colors that are like neon, just all kinds of colors on it. And,
right.
Hey, does anybody else go tonight at 9 p.m.? Are we going over somebody?
Oh, we are.
Who goes next? I just want to make sure we're not.
I don't know. I have the list if you want to give me a minute.
Are you having flashbacks?
Yes. Oh crap! I gotta get the show up.
Yeah.
I gotta pull it up. Oh God. Okay. Where'd the Saturday thing go? Here it is. Saturday's tab is right here. Come on. Vinny's is on at 9:30.
Who is?
Okay.
Vinny's
Vinny.
Aquatics.
Oh, Vinny. Yeah, Vinny. Okay.
Well, awesome.
Yo, Vinny.
Let's go for like 28 more minutes. No, we don't have to go that long, but let's go 20 more minutes.
Well, since our guest was late, you know, we got to fill in the time.
There you go. There you go. Blame Rocko. It's his fault.
So you guys ask Rocko the hard-hitting questions. Do you have any other hobbies?
Oh yeah. I hunt. I fish.
Do you hunt for pig?
I grow pep. Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
I got a hog slaying machine over here, man. Let me tell you. It's a Core. The brand name is Core, and it's a company that's owned by veterans, and they make like the AR-15s, but they make it in the 5.56 or the 223. Well, you know, me being true to my roots, I went with the 5.56, and I put a red dot reticle scope in. Man, that thing will just wrap them off as fast as I can pull the trigger, man. I mean, I don't know how many hogs I've just laid out with that thing, man. But you know, and I fish a lot too. I fly fish. I love to fly fish. I used to tie my own flies.
Now you were a professional fisherman at one time, weren't you? Or
not professional. I fished tournaments though. I did fish tournaments. Yeah. I fished semi-pro tournaments. Yeah. Well, just like Terry does. Terry used to. I don't know if he's still fishing.
I didn't know Terry did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Terry has a nice boat and everything. Yeah. Terry had a nice.
It's a big hobby of his. Definitely.
I live in a fishing town. Like they have tournaments almost every weekend here at Lake Chickamauga. They say it's the second biggest bass in America, so that's why they have tournaments every weekend.
Right.
But you
have
guys
like
should put
the
a fish
BASS
fam team together.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That little spread out.
Awesome.
You know, little.
Rocko says she knows a great tanner. But yeah, and I love bow hunting too. I love to bow hunt. I love archery. I actually, when I was stationed at Fort Gordon, Georgia, I was working at a store. It was called Sportsman's Link, and it was right there in Augusta. And I got to be really good friends with the owner. And he asked me one day if I wanted a side job. I'm like, sure. What are you doing? What? He says, I want you to do all my archery stuff. Sweet. So I got to meet, you know, some really cool archery guys from like PSE and Hoyt and all those guys. I learned a lot from him too, because this guy was just like amazing bow hunter, and it got to be where you know, a lot of people was coming in just to ask questions. You know, how do I do this, or what can I do for that? You know, and I would help them out. And one day this gentleman came in, and he wanted to get some arrows cut down, you know, some custom done arrows. I'm like, shoot, yeah, I'll have them done tomorrow morning. You just come by tomorrow morning, I'll have them ready for you. So I took them home and did them at the house. I had my little Fletcher and everything. I fletched them all up, took them back. And he asked me, he says, well, hey, what are you doing this weekend? I'm probably going hunting. He says, well, would you like to come by and maybe help me out with the kids? I'm like, with the kids? That's kind of a, you know, he said, no. He says, it's a Joad archery club. and it's Junior Olympic Archery Development. I'm like, sure, why not? So I ended up being a JOAD coach for about a year and a half before I went
What's
to
JOAD?
Junior Olympic Archery Development.
Okay.
So we would teach kids. Basically, we would teach kids like for the first 40, because they were there for like an hour and a half, and we would teach them pretty much all the stuff for like traditional archery. You know, how to string your bow. You know, and then we would get them to learn the proper form to shoot like Olympic style, to shoot with fingers, to shoot with a release. You know, and then like the last half hour, 45 minutes, if they shot a compound bow, we would teach them how to do, you know, basically the same kind of things as far as proper form, you know, and proper grip and how not to torque the bow and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun, And coming to find out, the guy that asked me used to be an Army Ranger, and not only that, he used to hunt with Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's when I stopped NASCAR.
Yep, I did too, pretty much. I mean, I still watch, but not avidly like I did. I was stationed in Korea when that happened, and I was just like, I was devastated. I was devastated, man. Devastated.
Yeah. There's a few questions here in the chat.
Sure, shoot.
What's Skipper wants to know what's your favorite place that you visited?
As far as like military wise,
he just says favorite place. So you decide. Place. Just where's your favorite place? Any place that you've ever been? What's your favorite place? I mean, Texas is
that's a tough one.
Somewhere good today.
I tell you what, I really enjoyed Korea. I think that's the military's best kept secret, because nobody wants to go because they don't really know nothing about it. It was a great time. But as far as like deployments, Kuwait was cool. I'll give you that. Kuwait was pretty cool. It was hot as the dickens, but it was nice. But as far as deployments, I gotta say probably Hungary. Hungary was probably my favorite. Just the architecture of the old buildings, and oh yeah, it was cool. And then they have this big parliament building. I mean, it is huge. I mean, I would be across the river in my hotel room looking at it with my camera. I'd have to go like snap, snap, snap just to get the whole building.
Yeah.
It was huge, but it was beautiful. And they had a bridge. That bridge you went across from one side of the river to the other, and they had these gigantic lions on both sides, you know, and then you walk across the bridge and there'd be two more on the other side. But the architecture in that place was just amazing. I mean, some of the buildings inside were like King Arthur times, man. They have like these big coat of arms flags hanging down in the church. It was just amazing. I could go on for hours about that. Germany was cool too. Germany was really cool.
Did you eat the food there? Like at the different places?
Lord, yes. Lord, you know what? Honestly, God, some of the best Italian food I ever ate was in Kaposvar, Hungary.
Oh, I thought you were going to say in Korea.
No, Kaposvar. Now, Korean food was good. You just had to be careful where you ate and what you ate. You know, you get some of those street vendors. You get them little pieces of like a stick with some red meat strung up through it. Be careful, because that might not always be chicken. It might be something you don't want to know what it is.
My buddy, he got a tapeworm when he was down in Panama, and that was pretty gross.
Oh yeah. It's
Ames says one of your hobbies is your facial hair.
Yeah, I'm always brushing my hair at one time or another.
And Paul Sotero says he had a bad experience with a large fish retailer this week. Sold some fish that I paid for out from under me because the other person would take delivery earlier than I requested. That is pretty bad. And do you care about naming names, or is that something you don't want to do? Susan wants to know what med is. It's betel nut. Yeah, betel.
Do what?
Betel nut palm extract is what it says. Main ingredient, and that's all it says.
That was his nickname in high school.
Betel nut.
Yeah.
Betel nut.
I tell you what, though, if you guys like to pan fish, go find you a hickory nut tree. Okay, get you a hickory nut tree, and towards the end of the fall of the year, and you'll see like the hickory nuts will be on the ground. Get you a whole bunch of those, and you get you a cookie sheet thing, and make you the sides with some tin foil about an inch and a half, 2 inches high. Take those hickory nuts, put them in that tin foil with the shiny side up, and sit it outside, and then you'll see all those little worms pop out of those hickory nuts, right? Those are the best panfish bait you'll ever use, man.
Wow.
Promise you.
You said that before. I don't remember where it was, but I remember you said that. I remember you talking about that.
Promise you.
Dragon Lair said, I'm sorry, it jumped on me here.
In Busan, way cool. You were down south. I was way up north. I was in Area 1.
Dragon Lair wants to know if you've ever fly fished a mayfly hatch early and caught catfish on a fly rod.
I never have caught one on a fly rod. I've seen them come up and, pop at it, but I've never hooked one. But I have seen them do that. And I think, as a matter of fact, it was at Fort Gordon, Georgia. Some of the lakes out there at Fort Gordon. And Fort Gordon's got some nice places to fish too.
Ryan said that I'm reading that no planary can kill snails. Yeah, and I did mention that. That they killed all the ram's horn snails. It does. It will. Not that it can. I mean, I don't know about mystery snails. I'm assuming it'll kill mystery snails too, but it will kill, all those smaller pest type snails in your tank. Definitely will kill them.
Oh, Paul said that was a large West Coast retailer, he said. That sucks, man. Sorry to hear that, brother.
If we missed any other questions, if people want to throw them in the chat, we've got what Ed, about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes?
Yep.
Bring it. Let's see what you got.
If we missed them, because we weren't looking at the chat too much earlier. So if you've got questions for Rocko, throw them up in there. And you can see the chat too, right, Rocko?
Well,
yeah.
Rocko, where can we find you? Let's say this is my first time ever seeing Rocko. He sounds like a pretty cool guy. I wonder where his channel is. What's he do during the week?
Every Thursday at 5 o'clock. That's Texas time, Central Standard Time. There's a show called Rockin' the Coast, and that's when I have me and my buddy Third Coast Aquatics. He's right here in San Antonio. We come up, we do a nice little show. We do a lot of times try to do a Q&A kind of thing, or if we don't have anybody slotted for that day, sometimes we'll just pick a topic and we'll run with it. Like the week before last, it was about plants.
Awesome.
I mean, everybody wants to know about plants.
Yeah.
How many tanks do I have right now? I think the last I counted was 23.
Nice.
And don't tell my better half, but there's 3 more tanks out in the shed. But don't tell her. I just all of a sudden start popping up here and there. Hey, where'd this come? Oh, I've had it for a while. Just moving around.
I just put something in it. It's been there.
It's rearranged.
Yeah, it's been there.
There's
for a
Adele.
while. Yeah.
Did you see the one from Adele there, Rocko?
What is the one fish you've always wanted to own and why? Silver arowana.
Yeah, you covered that one earlier. Adele, come on, he answered that.
Yeah, silver arowana. They're just like, to me, I think the arowana. I see the arowana is like this majestic fish, at least in the aquarium hobby. I think it's just like a majestic fish. It's kind of like the bald eagle is to nature. That's kind of how I feel about the silver arowana.
Gotcha.
Okay, Rocko, you've lived in a couple different places. What is one of the differences about Texas fish keeping than everywhere else that you've noticed? Is there any differences?
Wow. Or if there is, they're very slight. I'll say this about fish keeping in Texas compared to other places, and I'm not trying to bash nobody. I just want to make sure I get that out there. But it seems like, at least in this area, a lot of the fish keepers are more open-minded. They'll listen to what you've got to say before they tell you, "Oh, you're stupid. That's not right." They'll listen to you at least. And the cool thing about it is too, I see a lot more younger people in this area and getting into the hobby more so than I have any place else. Like in Georgia, that I didn't see a lot. South Carolina, I didn't see no young people in South Carolina. But Texas, I see a lot of young people, and that kind of that's one thing another thing that kind of motivated me to help her with the aquarium club for the school.
That's awesome.
Just try to get more kids involved.
Are you still taking donations for that aquarium club? Because we could also talk about that. We're still looking for like hardscape. We have the sand is amazing looking in there, and I'm glad Kevin put that on there. Are you on the morning show 4 days a week? Yes. Monday. Well, she said me. No, I'm kidding. Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. You'll catch me there on Mainstails, Furs, and Fins as well. Sorry, Jess. Do you know Jess in real life? Do people ask
we're
you
friends.
that all the time? Do you guys?
No. I've never met her, not face to face. You know, I've just like I've met you.
Like you guys could go garage sale shopping or something.
Right. God, what was I just talking about too?
I'm sorry,
the kids. The kids. No, you're good. You're good. The kids. The aquarium thing for the kids. We're missing hardscape. You know, we got tons of plants. Natural Aquarium sent me some plants. God, who else sent me plants?
Stephen P. Right?
Yeah, Stephen P. sent some plants. Geez, there's so many people sent stuff. I have a list, and I got because we have to write letters back to everybody, thanking them for that. But I got some from Dustin's. Thanks. The sand is amazing. Kevin's Canine Aquatics ended up buying a bag, and it wasn't enough. It was a 50-pound bag of the Carib Sea something sand. I can't remember what it was. But I ended up buying another one, and it is awesome. Love the stuff. I think I'm going to start going with that more than just the pool filter sand. But we got that. So right now we got filtration. We got the heater controller, which is all Wi-Fi, by the way, thanks to Geek Boy, and the Wi-Fi light, or not the light, but the Wi-Fi power strip. Miss Sandy Farrell sent us the big light. So there's just like we got so much stuff, but we're still missing the hood and the hardscape. That's it, pretty much. So it does like rocks, wood, stuff like that. Awesome. So that's the only thing we're really missing right now. So, I mean, the fish fan came together so big on that; it was just amazing. And I still can't say thank you enough for all that.
What size hood do you need?
40 breeder.
Okay. Cool.
So 40 breeder and a 40 breeder hood. Just like some like fancy rocks, whatever. I'm thinking I might just go down to the dang river and see if I can't find some down there and just scrub them down real good.
Yeah.
But the wood is where we're having an issue with, because Maria Z also sent us some super red bristlenose plecos.
Nice.
I want to make sure they want to make sure they have some wood in there. Oh yeah, and they're beautiful. They were beautiful. They're like super deep orange red looking. They're just amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, she hooked us up when it came to the fish for sure. For sure. And I think Natural Aquariums is sending some fish again too. I think he's going to send some fish.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
Stephen P says he hasn't sent you plants yet, but he needs to know what species you already have now, or if there's any ones you're looking for maybe. And Stephen does have quite a few different plants.
We have a lot of crypts, so we're good there. We have the one Pogostamon stellatus octopus. We have one. We have a little bit of dwarf sage. Water sprite. We got a bunch of water sprite. We have Rotella indica, the willow hygro. We have pennywort. Anubia. I have one little Anubias nana petite. And then we have like I said, we got the crypt green, and a bunch of bronze that came in from Dustin's what's it called? I just lost it. Dustin's fish tanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they sent me a bunch of stuff.
I bet you anything he'll be in Dallas too. He's been in all the Aquashellas.
Right. So yeah, I think we're good on plants, but I mean, if you want to send more plants, I'm down like 4 flat tires. I'll stick them in there somehow or another.
Awesome.
Exactly. Never enough plants.
Well,
but, yeah, as far as the kids' aquarium goes, it sounds like it's doing good. That's all we got to get. That, and I got to get that brass fitting for the sink.
Yeah.
That one really put a damper in everything, but we're going to probably go to H-E-B and Lowe's tomorrow and see if we can't find that piece.
That took me forever to find the fitting for my sink. For the
Python?
Well, yeah. And I ended up just getting a whole new sink, or like a whole new faucet.
The faucet? Really?
Because I was getting so frustrated. I bought the things I bought the one they told me to get at Ace, and it wouldn't screw in. So it's like,
no.
So now I've got like a really cool faucet that has like a pull clamp. Like you pull it and it clamps on. Super cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not.
Nice.
It doesn't. It's not super practical for your kitchen, but you know, hey, fish come first,
right. That's absolutely right. Absolutely. Who needs to wash dishes?
Yeah. Not me.
Paper plates. Paper plates. That's right. I'm diehard paper plate guy.
Well, I want to save my water environment.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Dragonlair had a comment.
To
Dragonlair had a comment about the sand. He asked me to look for it, but I don't see it. Dragonlair, post it again for me if you would. I got all the way up to where he said, "Poor Third Coast never gets a word in edgewise with Rocko." But and then I've got your other question.
Let me. I'll talk forever.
I don't see your other thing about the sand. Yeah, post it again for us real quick, Dragonlair, if you would. I'm not seeing the question.
Skull Aquatics has some good plants too. He sent me some plants as well. I'm sitting there trying to see if I missed anybody.
Well,
Skull Aquatics sent me some plants.
There was a couple questions there about what kind of fish you need and what stocking. Lumpy Dog asked what stocking, and Robert asked what kind of fish you need. Are you good on the fish itself, or you?
Right now we have the Galaxy. What do you call them? The Yellow Dragon Galaxies. I think that's what she called them. I can't remember what Maria Z called them off the top of my head. But we have those, and we have 4 Julie Corys. We have a bunch of snails that Foxy's Fish has sent me, and they are doing amazing
clutches. Yeah, you said you've been getting a lot of clutches.
I have 12 clutches of eggs.
You can probably use some coolie loaches.
There you go. Dragonlair said Petco has Cribsea sand on sale, $5.35 for a 10-pound. Buy 2 and get 1 free. So if you need more sand, they've got a good price on it. Yeah, I didn't see that, Dragonlair. I don't know if Google Mod took it or what, but maybe it was way farther up and I just didn't get there.
Yeah, I was looking forward to
red bristlenose, the Corys, the guppies. Yeah, that's pretty much all we have in there right now.
I got them held up in my 33 long right now. That's until we get that one set up over there and cycled. But
awesome. Oh,
air stones or power head are both for surface movement. For surface movement, sponge filters. That's it. Sponge filters. Either that or a hang on back, but I love a sponge filter.
Yeah, sponge filter is the way to go. It's just so easy. It's easy. It doesn't break. Man, even if you lose your air, it's still going to hold your bacteria. So.
Exactly. And you don't have to worry about if the power goes out, if it's going to burn up a motor because it doesn't prime back up. And it's not like a sump. You don't have to worry about it overflowing or anything like that. You just wait for the power to come back on and there it goes.
I bet I bought 50 of them from my local fish store and probably 20 from Aquarium Co-op.
I know, me too.
I can't decide what ones really work better. I think I kind of prefer the ones at the local pet store because they're not so tall. And I've got 20 longs. So I prefer the fat one.
Right on. Ray's Aquatics.
Good. Okay.
You can email me. Email me at valhallafishroom@gmail.com. If you need any information, I'll be more than happy to give all that information.
Now, it's Valhalla Fish Room. Are you big into the Viking stuff?
I'm a warrior, man.
Okay.
I'm teasing. No, and the reason I say that is, that I went with Valhalla, being deployed, being a service member, I was deployed. I did my fair share of stints in the desert. But they say 22 soldiers or prior military per day commit suicide.
Oh.
There is a project. As a matter of fact, I always wear this black band every day, but it's called the Valhalla Project. And it says, in case it says, "Till Valhalla Project, in love and memory of all our fallen heroes, may they live on forever." And that's kind of like with the Vikings thing, Valhalla is like their heaven, and they're going to live forever in Valhalla, or until Valhalla, they always say, So That's where it came from. It's kind of a representation, I guess, or some symbolicism or something with it.
Cool. Well, I didn't know if maybe you were Norwegian also, because
no,
you're Italian.
I'm Italian.
We were talking about
Italian
that before
native
you got
Indian.
here. And but
Right.
yeah, I was just like that, but that's cool. Very cool.
Yeah. No, I'm a Wapaho. I'm part Native Indian and part Italian, so I'm a Wapaho.
Oh, I'm part Potawatomi.
Whoa.
Way cool. Way cool. A lot
It's
of people
better than
don't know
being
that
a-
that's a real tribe.
I
Yeah,
whopped the hole.
he didn't say
I mean,
Slapaho.
That's right. Not Slapaho.
But you know what? We need to wrap it up. We got 4 minutes before Vinny goes. So thank you,
right on.
mods, for being awesome. I really appreciate it. I can't really see the mods because I'm not in YouTube. So everybody is just black letters to me. So thank you guys, because I'm sure you did a great job. I didn't hear about anybody yelling or getting mad. So that's awesome. Thank you for all the super chats, guys. I really appreciate that too. And check this guy out. It's easy to go this way, but it's hard
Right?
to do the bottom one. But Rocko's an awesome guy in the community. Go give him a sub. It doesn't cost you anything, and maybe you'll like what you see. But
Thank you.
guys,
Thank you. Thank you.
we'll see you in the next streams. Oh, did you guys want to say
Right
anything?
If I
I didn't mean
could,
to be rude. Yeah, go for it.
if I could, don't forget the Aquatic Morning Show, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 09. That's Central Time. That's my time, Central Time. Okay. Make sure you guys are there. Come and see us, man. We have a great time every morning. Every morning. It's always something new, always something great. And
I love it.
somebody's always
I-
finding something new, you know?
I'm just always asleep, but I absolutely love it. 'Cause you guys,
Replays,
it's
baby.
like Good Morning America for fish, and I absolutely love it.
Right on. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's some big shoes to fill. And also on Thursdays, you can come see me on Rockin' the Coast, and that's at 5:00 Central Standard Time.
Awesome. On the best night of YouTube fish.
I agree.
Right on.
I
Right
agree.
on. Right on.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much.
God bless, guys.
See
Thank you
guys.
so much for having me.
See you guys.